Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to be reviewing the Chromatek oil paint pens. Now, if you missed the unboxing, I did unbox them on the live stream yesterday. That is available to rewatch. If you have not seen that, check that out. We unboxed them, we swatched a few, I gave my first impressions. Now I have most of them swatched, and I'll explain why most of them and not all of them. And we're going to use them on some art, and we'll talk about them. So, again, these are the Chromatek. These are oil paint pens, not acrylic. You get a set of 30, and they come nice and individually wrapped. I took all the plastic off, so on and so forth. And again, you can see all of that in the unboxing. I usually do an unboxing and first impressions video, and then I come in and do a, where I use them and we talk about them while I use them. And then I'll come in again and do another video of my final review on them. So this is where we're going to use them and try to use them in some art. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the colors, and I got most of them swatched. These you do have to shake and prime. I skipped blue and I skipped gray because I just could not get that ball to shake. So once I get the ball loose and, shake them and prime them properly, then I'll swatch them. But my hands was hurting and I just could not get the ball loose. So I'll get to those later on today. I do want to show you the metallics that come in this set. They are very shiny. Very, very, very shiny. I love the metallics. Chromatek, if you're watching, please come out with a set of metallics, but like different color metallics, if you can. We all want it. We all want the metallics. They also sent me a chrome marker, and since we're on the topic of asking Chromatek very nicely to come up with things, this chrome marker is everything, and we need a set of these too. So metallic set with different color metallics we want, and we also want this chrome marker that is everything. Look at the chrome. Look at it. Yes, and I was writing on all types of stuff. I wrote on a trading card that's going out to one of my moderators. I wrote her name. Oops, that was my TV remote. I wrote her name on the back. You can see the chrome there. And then I wrote on my pencil sharpener. You can see the chrome. I'm trying to show it to you without my light being in the way, but it is. Let me see if I can get it. It's very shiny, very reflective, very pretty. And I also wrote my name on the back of my trading card box. So the colors are super cool. I think they give you a good, a range of colors. I don't know what this blue looks like. I would assume it's a nice dark blue. And the only thing I would say is maybe another brown would have been nice. Maybe we don't need this fluorescent pink, and maybe give us a brown. But other than that, like a light brown, other than that, these colors are great. It's a nice mix. So I thought we would do a trading card, and we would kind of, do one of these. And so I have a trading card like this already in my collection, but I wanted to do one with a silver background. So I do have the silver here, and I'm just going to give it a shake. Make sure you shake these up very well. We're going to do the background first. Now, these do say low odor. I don't know if they have an odor to them because my sense of smell is not what it used to be. I have had, the unfortunate luck of getting COVID twice. Matter of fact, 3 times, because I ended up with one of the newer variants at one point. So I've had COVID 3 times. My sense of smell is shot. If there is an odor, I will not be able to tell you if there is an odor. So I do apologize for that. If you get them and there's an odor, I'm sorry. I cannot smell it if it is. So if you are sensitive to odors and things like that, the package does say low odor. So there may be an odor, but it very well may be not noticeable or very light. So make sure you are in a ventilated room when you're using them. Take breaks just in case. So I wanted to do a silver background because I'm just in love with the metallic markers. Probably my favorite part is the metallics. And another thing that I like about these markers is that they're not thick as far as like putting the ink down. It's not a super thick layer. It is pretty thin, but it's like a good thin. It's not like you got a glob of paint down and it's making your card or your artwork very thick. It's a nice thin layer, and I really like that. So we got the background done. That was extremely fast. These are very good at covering large areas. They aren't patchy. I'm going to bring it up so you can see. They aren't patchy. And I mean, look at that silver. It's beautiful. So next, miso is actually white. There is a white in here, but I am going to do that part last. I always color him last. So we're going to work on his clothes. I'm going to grab this pastel green. And I love that these have color names on them. So I'm not, looking across the universe trying to figure out what is what. And I don't know how well they're going to cover the pencil line. So we'll see if I need to do something about that. I might leave it because it actually looks kind of cool with the pencil line. So we're going to see. We're going to leave that there. I'm going to grab orange. Now, in the original card, his sweater is orange, so I'm going to leave it that way. His overalls are brown, but this set does not have the brown that I need for his overalls. So we may have to pull in something else. And I thought about changing them to gray, but since I couldn't prime the gray, we're going to leave them brown, and we're just going to pull a brown from somewhere else. And then we get to put some nice gold on his buckles, on his sweater. And it's going to actually, they're on his overalls, not his sweater. And it's going to actually be shiny. On the other card I did, I used metallic watercolor. So it was pretty shiny. But now that I have some, not acrylic, some shiny oil pens, we're going to use that. Because I love the shine on these. And I've never actually even used oil pens, so I hope I primed them correctly and everything. Because I've never actually used oil. I always use acrylic. So this oil pen is new to me. So if someone out there is looking at me going, what in the world is she doing? Never used them before. This is my first time with this set of oil markers. And I want to thank the people down at Chromatek because they were very helpful at explaining to me which markers I might like for what I like to use my markers for. They were extremely helpful because I was extremely lost. So I appreciate that they were very informative and very patient and very nice in explaining what was going on and why I was having the trouble I was having with the markers that I got from them before. So I do appreciate that they took the time to help me, because most companies will be like, oh, well, it's your purchase, you're bad. Try again later. So I could do his overalls in regular brown, but I kind of really don't want to do that. And that's just simply because I'm going to put the shadow in here. That's just simply because I like to keep the color the same, and I just don't have that color in the set. It's not that the set is, it's nothing against the set. It's just I don't have that color. So I'm going to grab, actually, I was thinking gold, but I kind of like the way the copper looks, but I think that might clash with the brown. So I'm going to keep the buckles gold. And I mean, it's just so shiny. These do take probably a few seconds longer than acrylic paint to dry, I noticed, because if I put my hand in like one of the areas I've gone over, then it will be a little bit wet still, and sometimes my fingerprint will get left behind. But I mean, look at that shine. It's so pretty. So I'm just gonna bring in this brown for his overalls. This is acrylic. Just an acrylic marker. And I really hope that maybe they will come out with more colors, because I think this is, I'll have to look. I do believe this is their biggest set. And personally, I like sets when they have a ton of colors, so I don't have to do any mixing. I am not a mix things around type of girl. I like my colors to be there for me already. I do a lot of flat coloring, but with cell shading. And sometimes mixing my colors is, or finding that color, which is another reason why I have so many sets of acrylic markers. Finding the color I need is sometimes tough because I'm looking for a specific color. And some sets just, I mean, you'd have to have a set of like, I don't know, 200-300, and no one's gonna be doing all that. So I do appreciate the colors that they have in here, though, because they're not just super bright colors, which sometimes a lot of sets you'll see, they'll have like really, really bright colors. And then it's like, okay, yeah, but what about the people who don't color with super bright colors? What exactly are we supposed to do in that situation? Because I would prefer, more muted tones versus just something that, maybe and I hate to say it like this, but something a kid would use. Give me the set with the realistic tones, and I could appreciate that. But some companies, you know, and a lot of people, they color things like florals and flowers. So I get why they do it, but not everybody colors florals and flowers. So I would appreciate, I can appreciate when they add some of those muted tones in there, like this set does. So if you're looking for something that has a good range of colors, this is pretty good. Like I said, I can't really say anything about the the odor, if there's an odor or not. I know some people have issues with odors with oil paint markers, I've been told, but I can't really help you with that, unfortunately. But I could just say, like, make sure you're in a ventilated room. That goes without saying. And make sure if you are sensitive to this type of stuff, you just do like a little test maybe. But overall, I think I might use red, or I might use this other brown to, I'm gonna go over this again. I need a shading color. So I would say maybe another darker orange would have been nice. But like I said, you would need just a bigger set. So for a set of 30, I think this is a great selection. And they really did a good job at choosing, because when you have a set number for your set, you have to really go through a lot to figure out what colors you want to have in your set and which ones you're going to leave behind and things like that. So sometimes it could be a bit difficult at figuring out what colors you're going to use. So what we can do, I can pull in something else like that brown and use that, or I can use the red. There's a red in here. It's a very dark red, so I'm thinking of just maybe bringing in that brown. But let's test the white, because he is white, and I do want to test. I can't test the gray. I'm gonna have to bring in another gray. The white seems to be nice. You guys can't really see it, but I can see it. It's covering it pretty nice. Not that I really need to cover it. See, I just put my hand in there and it wasn't dry yet. Not that I need to cover it, because the card itself is white, but there is a slight difference that you can see. And I also think that this is a good white to use because it doesn't completely cover the lines, and that helps me for when I'm doing the shading on Miso, because he is completely white, but he does have some shading. But if you continue to go over certain areas, it will totally cover it. But I can go right over this and it's fine, which is kind of cool. Okay. Now, for the shading, I'm gonna have to bring in his normal colors, or I think I'm just gonna bring in the gray from here because it's right here. And then I was thinking of doing like a white outline because, mainly because I think it'll pop against this metallic. So I think we'll do that, and then I'll just like that. And we'll just do it this side too. Just make it. Don't ask me where the light source is coming from, because I don't know. I do this a lot where I'm like, just kind of pick something random. I also like to do a white outline. I might do white. I'm thinking. That way nothing of him gets kind of lost. Okay. Now, we have a beige and we have a pink, or a flamingo. I think I'm going to use the beige for his nose because I don't really want to, yeah, I don't really want to add anything too bright to this. And I think I am going to bring that red out after all for the shading. Or, like I said, I could just bring the brown because I think that would look kind of okay in the background here for the shading of his sweater. Yeah, brown was a good choice. I keep putting my fingerprint in this, it's not completely dry, and I maybe should have made that metallic, but I think it's okay. So for the shading of his sweater, we're gonna add some brown. It kind of looks like he has a fire jacket on. I promise it's not a fire jacket. And then just for his, I don't want to add anything too bright for his, those were supposed to be pink. I'm not sure why I just did them gray. But I can probably go right over that with, there's a flamingo pink color in here that I really love. This one somehow came without any logoing. No Chromatek oil paint thing on it. No, oh, that's cute. It goes right over it. That's adorable. No, nothing. So, but look at the look at this. This would, I could use this as like a rare card. You know, to like send to someone. And then I can even do like, we have some copper here, a copper one, and we can do like little copper circles. And I bet you they're gonna go just fine right on top. Might even blend in a little bit, and then we can do some little dot circles here. We'll do one over here, a little one there, just some little. Oh wow, look how cool that looks. So that's pretty neat. And then I still want to do the white outline. So with that, I just use for white, I have like a bunch of different like really opaque whites. They're not that opaque, but I could also do black, but I think the black would like, I don't think it would look right with these colors that I have on here. I would like to find out if they have a set of white pens like this in acrylic, because I sometimes like to outline my designs in white like this. But overall, I think these markers are really cool. Like I said, if you are sensitive to odors, then be careful when deciding on if you're going to use these or not. Also, when you're putting them down, be careful because they don't dry as fast as acrylics. So they may stick to you, they may stick to your artwork. So just be a little careful. I'm not used to slow drying medium, so I keep sticking my hand in it. But it's fine. I'm sure those that are used to oil paint things, they know what's up. If you're using these in your color books, be careful because they may go through. I did the color swatch sheet and some of them kind of went through, but this is just like This is the Nina White cardstock paper, so if you use these, be careful. But if you're using something like watercolor paper or something like that, it's totally fine. It does not go through, as you can see. So I would stick to something like that. But here is our card we made with the Chromatek markers. I think it turned out really cute, and I think I'm going to use this one as a special edition, probably. And yeah, so I really enjoyed them. If I turn it, as you can see, there is no streaking. There is no like patchiness on no part of this. So I think these are really nice. And if you are looking for something that doesn't streak, isn't patchy, and you know, has some good, nice, shiny metallics in them, because I love the metallics, those are my favorite part. Go ahead and get you a set of these. I think these are if you were to ask me, should I buy these? I would tell you yes. They are, when you do shake and prime them, they do take a while and you have to be patient to get them going. So, you know, it's not like something where it's ready out of the box. You have to really prime them. So, if that's something that worries you, then that is something you're going to have to do. But other than that, I would say yes, buy them, because, I mean, look what we made today. Look how cute this is. And look at the shiny. The shiny is shining, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.